Welcome to SMT 2018. We are here together with Michael Ford from Aegis Software, and welcome to the interview.
Great, thank you very much.
What news do you bring to the fair this year?
Well, we want to talk about the most important aspect of manufacturing, which is, of course, quality. So, the digital factory is bringing us a lot of opportunity. Yeah? I mean, we already have a lot of systems that gather data about defects, about measurements and things like that. But you know, there's always been something missing, and that is where we find a problem and we have to do something to resolve it. It's like administrative quality management, where maybe the high-end companies that are doing aerospace kind of things, they have these processes like the Kappa and Fracas, which is corrective and preventative actions. But those kind of systems, until now, have been separate. So you have a nice digital system collecting all of your data, but then you have people doing manual paperwork to sort out how to avoid defects in the future. That's really expensive, and it doesn't tie the two together. So what we are showing here at the show for the first time is the integration of both of those aspects of quality management together in one digital platform.
Sounds very interesting. Which specific target groups do you focus on?
Well, the kind of high-end quality controls that Kappa and Fracas represent, they're normally kind of reserved for aerospace, military, defense, that kind of thing. But you know what? Everybody in manufacturing needs to be concerned about quality. And so even though it may not be a formalized procedure, there are engineers and managers who are continuing to look at how to prevent defects from occurring, striving toward a zero defect factory. So what we're doing is to say, forget all the words, forget all of the, high-end kind of manual processes. Let's just provide a common sense approach where you can map your defects and the measurements that you have, and you can take corrective actions which can be then traced automatically by the system. And so that removes all the hard work. So this is now aimed at anybody who wants to make a quality product. And that should be everybody in the industry, I think.
I can imagine. It's 100% true. What developments within the marketplace do you predict?
This kind of technology is all being made possible by the availability of digital information. Now, Aegis as a company, we've been focused on developing ways of getting information about manufacturing such that, decisions can be augmented. People who are responsible for key decisions about quality or throughput or scheduling, materials, all of these people need to have a big visibility of what's going on. The real revolution that we're seeing in the industry right now is the fact that all of the machine vendors, like there are 52 machines on this show floor right now, they're all talking to each other through the Connected Factory Exchange. So you go to connectedfactoryexchange.com, you can see all of this happening. Now this is like fuel for the digital factory. This is fuel for Industry 4.0. It's not Aegis, it's 183 companies working, sorry, I gave you the wrong number. It is now 320 companies working together. It changes almost every day. Never before have we seen such a large group of companies working together to create this digital environment. And so the quality management is just one example of the hundreds of ideas that customers have, manufacturers that is, machine vendors, solution providers. Now we have access to that information. We can create the Industry 4.0 factory of the future. Really now, we've got the fuel to do it. And that's what we see as a trend going forward.
Thank you. How do you think your market has developed in 2018?
It's been, for manufacturers, it's been a really difficult time because anybody who comes to like this show, they go and see a machine that they like, they will start to say, is this future-proof? Is this going to work in my smart factory of the future? And yet I don't really know what that is right now. So the industry has been a little bit turbulent so far, so that people need to have a lot of confidence, a bit of guidance, and help toward understanding what's going to work in the future. We're very close to understanding this all now. Everybody has a different point of view. Everything starts from a business perspective. How am I going to do business going forward? How am I going to differentiate myself? And my choice of software, my choice of machine, how is that going to influence what I can do? So we're trying to bring a clarity to that, to enable machines to work together, software to work together, so that people can see the future, and then they can be confident to go ahead and start to purchase the tools that they need.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. Very interesting.